What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we've got the round 18 review. Now, I know I haven't been uploading very much lately. It's a bit of a mixture of my computer being terrible and also not as motivated to post out content, but obviously, my computer's been a nightmare. It's still having a lot of performance issues, so if anyone's super tech savvy, like I feel like I'm kind of tech savvy, but obviously there's going to be plenty of people out there that know more than what I do. Yeah, I just don't know what's going on. Shit's freezing all the time and lagging, and yeah, the performance is really, really down, I think. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with that. If anyone wants to help me, please leave a comment. Anyway, we scored 2,391, which, to be honest, isn't too bad, considering a few things did not go our way. Went up 124 spots, so we're still just outside that top 1K, but we're close enough. 2 ranks away, so it's probably like 1 or 2 points total. Anyway, let's get in and see how the team went. Now, I didn't recap the games on Sunday. To be honest, I barely even watched. I watched a few of them on Sunday, but I watched a bit of the games, not a few of them. There was only 2 games. I watched a little bit of those 2 games, but not the whole game. So yeah, look, I think it's this point of the year where everyone starts to sort of lose their focus on Supercoach. Interesting footy will pick up over the last few rounds because teams have got to win. The top 8 is going to be sort of shaped, and it is very open, which does excite. It should excite everyone, really, because anyone could make the 8 this year, besides a few teams maybe, and hopefully Carlton get into it. But let's go over the team anyway. So Nick Dacos 130, just another insane game from him. I think he'll cop Power Pepper this week. I know they tried to use, but this is the thing. I think they'll get draw on him if he plays midfield, and then Power Pepper might go on him if he plays backline. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I just get the feeling he's going to be tagged this week. But anyway, he did really well this week. We'll focus on vice captain and captains after we talk about the team. But yeah, happy with Nick Dacos. He's a jet. He's an absolute must-have next year. I think he's going to be in 80% of teams at 700k, I reckon, next year as a mid-only. The dude, he's just a beast. He's only going to get better. So, yeah. Tom Stewart 104, solid game from him. He's 626k, so his price is getting a bit out of hand if you don't have him. I assume most have him by now. Jordan Dawson back up to the 600s as well, so 126, nice score from him. Luke Ryan is over 600 as well, so happy I got him for 500 oddish. Yeah, really happy with how he's been since I've got him. Jack Sinclair 67, I don't know what happened in this game. I didn't like watching it because I didn't like watching Jack Steele, and I was at the gym anyway, but yeah, it wasn't a game I was too keen on watching just because Jack Steele was in it, to be honest. So yeah, don't know what happened with Sinclair. Was it a role change? I don't know. So yeah, Sheasel was really good. He started off like a house on fire, but then sort of faded late, but still a ton. You take a ton every day of the week from Sheasel. He's been such a good rookie. I know he's had some down games, but considering, we're forgetting he is a rookie, he's been super good. Now, moving on to the midfield. Sincotta 56, whatever. Wasn't on my field. Bontempelli 131. Solid score, so I ended up accidentally captaining him. If you haven't seen my video already, I accidentally left the captain on him. Well, I pressed optimize on my team. I saw English was VC, and I just yep, that's what I wanted. And it turns out it captain Bont. I didn't realise. So I don't usually make mistakes like that, but I guess when your interest sort of wavers in the game, then it's easier to do those sort of things, but I'll be sure not to do it for the rest of the season. Merritt 69, so this one hurt a lot. His break even must be in the 200s, is it? 176, okay. Yeah, look, I think he got a double tag. I think he also got hurt in the game, so just a combination of things really hurt his score as well as them getting blown out, so is what it is. Matthew Johnson scored more than him. I had him on the bench, so yeah. I feel like most teams I've Merritt at this point. It's been unlucky, but what can you do? Lucky Neil, there's no excuse for him. He should have been better. He was just nowhere to be seen. I think he had 6 points in the first quarter or something, and yeah, the rest of the game was okay, but just couldn't quite get into it. So annoying to see a 75 from Neil, considering how good of form he's been in, but what can you do? Rory Laird 151, so I wish I'd captained him, but I didn't. He actually hurt his shoulder, I think, in the third quarter. So fingers crossed he'll be okay. I think I saw somewhere that they said they're going to monitor him throughout the week. So keep an eye on him. We're not in a position to really lose him. 1 trade left. we're already probably going to have to use that on maybe DCAM. I've got no money. Yeah, just wait and see, I guess, what happens. But fingers crossed the league gets up. Brayshaw 114, solid game from him. Walsh 87, not really sure, like he just couldn't really get near it. Actually, he did get tagged in the first half pretty heavily by Will Drew. I'm not sure why they tagged Walsh. I would have thought they would have gone to Chera if anyone. I think Port might have even done a double tag, to be honest, now that I think about it. I know Power Pepper was doing a run with Sard. But yeah, I think Walsh was the one they targeted in the first half, so frustrating because Drew is a good tagger. But yeah, I think he'll bounce back this week against West Coast at Marvel. Tuke Miller 101, so I brought him in for Tom Green. Probably could have waited a week in hindsight and fielded Matthew Johnson, but look, I'm happy. I got 100, it's extra 30 points, whatever. Could I maybe have used that 30, 40k or whatever he's gone down to upgrade Darcy Cameron? Possibly, but damage has been done, I guess. Callum Mills 84. I think this is not the best pick, to be honest. I'm not sure. Then Matthew Johnson, pretty solid game. And then Windhager, who I actually had on the field in my forward line, very, very happy with him. 90. Like I said, I've been saying this for weeks. I actually really rate this kid. I think he's got, like a big body mid with a pretty decent tank and gets around the ground pretty well, but he does get caught in no man's land a bit. So if you can actually, fix up his ball winning abilities, I think he could actually be a beast, like a really, really good player. Moving on to the rucks, so Tim English, 173. Oh, it hurt to have him as at VC and not straight C. I mean, not be able to take it because obviously, had Bond captain, but yeah, this guy's a lock. I'm going to tell you guys, if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys my top 5 absolute must-have locks for next season. And yeah, it'd be interesting. Royal Marshall, 58. Fuck you, man. Honestly, what is that? I mean, he did play Wits, but still, come on. Moving on to the forward line, Dunkley didn't play, so we had Ford. We'll take a 60. I think that was what I expected him to get. Yeah, 60 is what it is. Goulden 117, really good game from him. Rosie 108, good game in a beatdown, so happy with him. Taranto 117, bounced back nicely from the poor few weeks. Cogs 93 is okay. But yeah, that's pretty much does it for the team. I didn't field Marriage, whereas I could have. I lost 7 points going for whatever Marriage, but it is what it is. I think general team thoughts, I'm happy with the bench cover. Like obviously Sincotta should hold his spot, I would think. They're winning games, so even though Sincotta doesn't have the biggest impact, I don't think they have any reason to change how that backline looks. I think they like the way it looks without Lewis Young in. I guess I don't really know who would replace him. Maybe like Zach Williams if he came back, but I think he's out for the season. And then on the midfield, like Johnson and Windhager are really solid rookies this year. I know their averages probably aren't great, but you got to remember they've been a sub quite a few times, so that's why the average number is down. But when they haven't been the sub, I think their numbers are actually quite decent. So yeah, happy with those two. And then Eddie Ford and Marriage, look, they're not the best scorers, but they are cover. So that is really, really, really handy. Let's see if people are trading in and out. Cooper Harvey, Sam Banks, Ray Woden. So it seems like everyone's either getting my premiums or Max gone. Getting premiums I have, or they are just downgrading. Is that? Let's see. Yeah, so Tuke Miller has the most traded in. 1,383 trades. So not many people have trades. This is the thing. We're not in positions to trade, are we? In terms of captain, vice captain, I think English against Essendon is a pretty safe bet. His form is just undeniably good. And then I think I'll go Laird against Melbourne. I don't think he'll cop any attention. And obviously the shoulder's a bit of a worry, but I mean, he's coming off a big game. So yeah, I really like the way Laird played. I would go Dacos, but I do think he'll cop a tag. And I think they'll learn from their mistakes with Lockie Jones tagging him, because that just did not work. And Dacos probably had his first, not his first beast game, but the game where he sort of put him on the map, where it's like, all right, this kid is the real deal this year. So yeah, I think I'll probably go Tim English into Rory Laird this week. Now, probably we'll do another video throughout the week. Like I said, it's hard to be motivated at the moment. There's not really a lot we can do. We can't really trade. I know some people have got a few trades up their sleeve, but yeah, in the position I'm in, I'm just gonna have to hold and hope. Already have to trade Tom Green out. everyone should know my situation with Steele, trading him in and out and in and out, and then getting Tom Green who does his hammy. But yeah, would I bring in Jack Steele? I would not. I would highly advise against it. Yes, he went back-to-back tons, prick, but I still wouldn't trust him for the whole season. He is known to finish off seasons very well though, so you could maybe entertain it. But that's it for the video, guys. I hope everyone had a good week. Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.